Hey y'all, welcome to the Style Chronicles. I thought I would do the 100 questions tag, and this is an old tag. It was resurrected by Nicole from Envy Makeup Lover, and she attempted to do all 100 questions but only got through like 28. So I thought I would do it. I printed out the questions that she had on her video, and I'll get started. It's probably going to be long. Number 1, do you sleep with your closet doors open or closed? I sleep with my closet doors closed. My closets, and I say closets because my husband has his own and I have my own, they're in our bathroom, and we just are kind of anal about keeping those doors closed all the time. Also, it prevents my kids from going in there and messing with everything. So closed. Number 2, do you take the shampoos and conditioner bottles from hotels? Yes, I do. It's funny. It's actually a long-standing thing between my dad and I and my sister that anytime we go anywhere on vacation or we have to go stay in a hotel, we bring each other back the shampoo and conditioner, or the little, it's just something that we've always done. My dad usually goes on these, they're not retreats, they're like required for his job. They're not even workshops. I mean, it's literally, he has to go learn new laws every single year. So whatever laws have been reworked or whatever in that like legislative session, the latest legislative session, he has to go relearn those every year, if that makes sense. So he goes on these kind of, they're hosted by his, yeah, I can't really talk about it. Anyway, so he has to go on these things, and he's been doing that since we were very little children. And he'd be gone like a week, and then he comes back with like these binders this thick of just new laws or, codes and all kinds of things that he has to know. And when he would go, he would bring back the soap, and he'd always bring back like a little silver charm or, something while he was away. But it was just a joke because he would bring home the shampoo and conditioners, and he'd be like, here, I got you these, and just a thing. Even like the coffee, now hotels give you coffee and tea, those things too, the creamers, all that stuff. Yeah, we keep all that. We're a little nutty, I know. Number 3, do you sleep with your sheets tucked in or out? I sleep with my sheets tucked out. Only because I am married, and that is how my husband sleeps. If I had it my way, I would sleep with my sheets tucked in, and my bed would never look like anybody slept in it. That's how I am. I used to sleep in the bed underneath the covers, and you wouldn't even know I was in it because my covers had to be like nice and neat. Now my husband gets in the bed and kicks his feet up under the covers, and all that stuff just has to go like in pillows around him and tucked under his legs. He drives me nuts. But that's how he sleeps. Therefore, my side of the bed is always pulled out, and it's still neat because I'm on that side, but it's always pulled out. So that. Have you ever stolen a street sign before? No, I have not. Do you like to use Post-it notes? I love Post-it notes. Love them. I leave them everywhere just to tell my husband I love him, or my daughter, or, as a reminder for myself when I leave the house, all those things. Oh, he wants to say hi. Say hi. Wave. Say hi. Okay. Number 6. Do you cut out coupons but then never use them? Yes, I do. I do that a lot. We get the Sunday paper here, and that is where our coupons come from. And I'm notorious for pulling everything. And I'll sit there and go through them and cut them out and then never use them. I just forget. Number 7. Would you rather be attacked by a big bear or a swarm of bees? Neither. I would never want to be attacked by either. I couldn't even pick one because yeah. Number 8, do you have freckles? I sure do. I've got freckles here and then here. I cover them up. Do you always smile for pictures? No, I don't. What is your biggest pet peeve? I don't know. I've got so many pet peeves that I don't know. I guess one of my biggest ones would be when people wear sandals and they don't moisturize their feet, so they've got these white cracks in their heel or on their toes or whatever. And also when a person's shoe is too big or too small and their toes hang off the front of their sandal, that icks me out. I don't get that. And the reason why I dislike that is the old Victoria's Secret catalogs. Tyra Banks' shoe would always be like half, her toes would always be like this on the floor of those it's just, yeah, those catalogs. Old school ones my mom used to get. Okay. Number 11, do you ever count your steps when you walk? Yes, not all the time, but I have found myself sometimes when I'm running, I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, you know, like I just catch myself doing it. Or like to get to the end of a block, I'll catch myself counting my steps. Have you ever peed in the woods? Yes, I have. What about pooped in the woods? No, I've never pooped in the woods. Thankfully, I've never had to. Peeing in the woods, yes. I come from a family of ranch people on my mom's side. My uncle has a hunting ranches. So sometimes when you're out there in the wilderness, there's, you know, call of nature. So number 14, do you ever dance even if there's no music playing? I do. I kind of do. Do you chew your pens and pencils? No, that would be really gross. I don't do that at all. How many people have you slept with this week? Seriously? Okay. If you want to be technical about it, in terms of sleeping innocently, both my kids, because they crawl into my bed eventually, so. Number 17, what size is your bed? It's a Texas King. Texas King, that's what we call them, Texas Kings. What is your song of the week? It is Fun's song by the group Fun, and it's called Something. It's just a cute song. It's kind of anthem-y. I like that. I like it a lot. Number 19, is it okay for guys to wear pink? Yes, it is. I think it's great for guys to wear pink. My husband differs with that opinion, but I can tell you that we just saw my dad for dinner Sunday, and he had gone to church, and it was like late afternoon. He actually had a pink shirt on with a pair of tan slacks, and it looked really, really nice. And when I said, oh, you look so pretty, you know, so pretty in pink, you look so nice in pink, he said, oh, well, it's breast cancer month, so I wear all my pink this month. So yes, I think it is. Number 20, do you still watch cartoons? I do. My kids watch cartoons, so I watch cartoons. What's your least favorite movie? I could give you a bunch of them, but the number one that I can't stand, and my husband has to watch it every time it's on, is Titanic. If I never see Titanic again in my life, I'd be happy. Seriously. When it's on and my husband's watching it, I feel like throwing up because it's just, I'm over it. I'm so over it. I was over it the second time I watched it. I just hate that movie. Honestly, you know why? Okay, I don't like Leonardo DiCaprio in that movie because he just looks like a boy. Just a boy. Not a man, but a boy. And I don't like that. So, 22. Where would you bury hidden treasure if you had some? I would put it in the bank in a safety deposit box. 23. What do you drink with dinner? Water, tea, or wine. 24, what do you dip a chicken nugget in? Nothing. I can't stand any sauces. What is your favorite food? Salad or Brussels sprouts. That's what my daughter would say. 26, what movies could you watch over and over and still love? Okay, I could write a list out. All three of the Godfathers, absolutely love those. I have the box set, and I've had it since I was a teenager. Absolutely love those movies. Over and over and over again. I don't care how many times I see it. Gone with the Wind, Steel Magnolias, Grease, The Breakfast Club, Breakfast at Tiffany's, and Pretty in Pink. 27, last person you kissed or kissed you? My daughter, because I just picked her up from school, and I always kiss her when I pick her up. Were you ever a boy Girl Scout? Yes, I was. My sister and I were both Girl Scouts until we had to go camping the first time, and that didn't fly with us, and then it was like over because we just couldn't do the camping thing. 29, would you ever strip or pose nude in a magazine? Now, I say no, but you know, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. A lot of the October issues had articles on breast cancer survivors or cancer survivors, and there was a magazine, I believe last year, that did a whole like series on breast cancer survivors, and they did like a nude kind of pictorial on them, and I thought it was the most beautiful thing because it was real women, like real raw, and just, you know, showing their scars off. And there was one lady who had one mastectomy and opted not to have anything replaced, and so she just had one natural breast and a scar over where her, you know, other breast would have been. And honestly, to me, it was the most beautiful thing. And, you know, and she, in the article, she was talking about how her scar, she doesn't see it as ugly. Her scar is what saved her life, and that's why she's alive now. And I thought that was beautiful, you know. So I would say no, but then I see something like that and something that's done in that kind of realm, probably. Of course, you know, it'd have to be under the right circumstances. So, number 30, when was the last time you wrote a letter to someone on paper? A week ago. 31, can you change the oil in a car? this is funny because I can change the oil in a car. Only a Ford car though. My first vehicle was a Ford Mustang, and I had to learn how to change a tire, how to, pump my own gas, how to take care and maintain that vehicle. That was part of having that car. So my uncle taught me how to change my own oil, and it was easy in those cars. Now I've got a Ford Edge, which I would never attempt to change the oil in. And then my husband has 2 Ford pickup trucks, which I'm pretty sure is pretty similar to changing the Mustang oil. And then our little Corolla, little toy car, I would never change the oil in that. It's too difficult. They make it difficult on purpose so that you have to take the vehicle in to be serviced instead of being able to do it yourself. They can charge you for that, so they make it difficult. Anyway, ever gotten a speeding ticket? Yes, I have. Ever ran out of gas? Yes, I have. Favorite kind of sandwich? It's called a California turkey avocado sandwich, and it's from Specs, which is a liquor store here, but the Specs is huge. We have this huge liquor store, and it's not just liquor. They, beer, wine, and all the liquor, but they also have like a little food market inside of it where they sell olives and, cheeses and breads and all kinds of different things for if you wanted to have, certain pairings for your wine or whatever, you could go there and get it. And they have a deli, and it's got the California turkey avocado sandwich. Delicious. Okay, best thing to eat for breakfast, oatmeal. What is your usual bedtime? 10:30. 10:30. 37, are you lazy? No, I am not lazy. And honestly, if you really want to be ugly to me, you can call me lazy. That is like the worst thing somebody can call me. It is the one thing that I never ever in my entire life want to be accused of, because I don't consider myself a lazy person. I like to get things done, and I'm not one of those people that comes home and can just sit and watch TV until bedtime. I am literally standing up, moving around my house the entire night. I don't sit down. Even if I'm watching a show on TV, I'm doing something. I'm working out, or I'm cleaning, or I'm picking something, I'm always doing something. So that is like, I don't want to be called lazy. I fear that. 38, when you were a kid, what did you dress up for as Halloween? A witch, the evil queen from Snow White, and then Snow White herself. What is your Chinese astrological sign? I don't know. I want to say it's a rooster, but I don't know. How many languages do you speak? English. That's it, English. Do you have any magazine subscriptions? Yes, I do. Which are better, Legos or Lincoln Logs? Legos. I'm the Lego generation. Are you stubborn? Hells to the yeah. I am stubborn. Very stubborn. You can ask my husband. 44, who is better, Leno or Letterman? Letterman, all the way. Ever watched soap operas? Yes. I was named after Erica from All My Children, and I watched that show until it died, literally. And then General Hospital also. Are you afraid of heights? Not really, but if I think about it too much, then I can be, but then I can be fine with it. I'm one of those people that kind of teeter-totters back and forth. Do you sing in the car? Yes. Do you sing in the shower? No. Do you dance in the car? Yes. I've got 2 kids, so songs come on and, I get them going. 50, ever used a gun? Yeah, I'm from Texas. Yeah, I've used a gun, lots. We have lots of guns in the house. 51, last time you got a portrait taken by a photographer? About 2 weeks ago. My cousin's a photographer. 52, do you think musicals are cheesy? No, I love musicals. Is Christmas stressful? I don't think so. I see the fun in Christmas, so I don't think it's stressful. Ever eat a pierogi? Yes, I have. 55, favorite type of fruit pie? Apple. All the way, apple. Occupations you wanted to be when you were a kid? I wanted to be an attorney, and I wanted to be a forensic pathologist. Those were I was set on those 2 professions. Didn't do either. Number 57, do you believe in ghosts? Yes. 58, ever have a deja vu feeling? Yes. 59, take a vitamin daily? Yes. Currently, I am taking some children's princess vitamins because my daughter picked them out and hates them, so I'm taking them. 60, wear slippers. I have slippers. I wear them occasionally, but I love to be barefooted. I've got hardwood floors, and I love to be barefooted. 61, wear a bathrobe. No, but I have them, but no, I don't wear them. 62, what do you wear to bed? A t-shirt, literally. Not like a baggy, men's t-shirt. They're like, these shirts. When they get too ugly to wear in public, I just wear them to bed. First concert ever was New Kids on the Block. It was like in the 90s. That was the first concert I ever went to. Walmart, Target, or Kmart? We don't have a Kmart here in Texas or in Houston, Texas. Target all the way. Target. Nikes or Adidas? Adidas. No, Nike. Nike 100%. I say Adidas because when my husband and I were in Italy, everybody over, like we were shopping and everybody kept saying Adidas, Adidas. And we were like, what the heck is that? And there was an Adidas store and my husband's like, I think that's how they say Adidas. And it's Adidas. So Adidas. 66, Cheetos or Fritos? Fritos. Peanuts or sunflower seeds? I like sunflower seeds, but I like peanut like M&Ms. Ever heard of the group Très Bien? No. Ever take dance lessons? Yes. Is there a profession you picture your future spouse doing? LOL. He's, I already have a spouse and he's got a profession. Okay. 71, can you curl your tongue? Yes. Ever won a spelling bee? Yes, in the 2nd grade I won a spelling bee. Have you ever cried because you were so happy? Absolutely. Own any record albums? No. Own a record player? No. Regularly burn incense? Nope. Did I mention I've got 2 kids? You can't burn anything with 2 kids around. Ever been in love? Yes. Who would you like to see in concert? George Strait. Because George Strait doesn't come to Texas very regularly anymore. What was the last concert you saw? It was probably a George Strait concert a couple years ago. What was the last concert you saw? Oh, hot tea or cold tea? Hot tea. Sugar or snickerdoodles? Neither. Neither. They just don't do it for me. Can you swim well? I think I'm pretty okay when I swim. Not too great, but not, mediocre or anything. Can you hold your breath without holding your nose? Yes. Are you patient? Yes, I am patient. Although I can be very impatient too, but I'm pretty patient. DJ or band at a wedding? I love a good band at a wedding. My husband and I had a band. My sister had a band at her wedding not too long ago. I'm just all about the band. Ever won a contest? But, let me say just but, because DJs are awesome too. They can play, the pop culture music that a band can't really play unless they've interpreted it into their own rhythm, so. Ever won a contest? No. Ever have plastic surgery? No. That's not to say that I never will, though, because, yeah, let's face it, I'm vain. I wouldn't redo my entire appearance, but I would have little tweaks done here and there. Which are better, black or green olives? I think green olives are better. Can you knit or crochet? No, but my mom can very, very well. Best room for a fireplace? In my house, we have one in the living room, but I think the best place for a fireplace would be the bathroom because you could soak in the tub and have a fire going. I just think that's gorgeous. Do you want to get married? I'm already married. Who was your high school crush? LOL. Yeah, I had 2 kind of, I guess, boyfriends in high school. And, yeah, my husband is older than me and lived down the street from me. So I did not see my husband coming. Do you cry and throw a fit until you get your own way? Yeah, I do. Of course I do. I'm a girl, right? No, just kidding. 96, do you have kids? Yes, I do. 97, do you want kids? Yes, I do. 98, what's your favorite color? Pink. All shades of pink. Do you miss anyone right now? Yes. Okay, I daily, and this is daily, miss my grandfather. My grandfather was just an amazing man, and daily, there's not a day that goes by that I don't see something or think of something that reminds me of him, because he was just such a huge part of my life growing up, even until adulthood. I was 18 when he passed away, and, he was just such a huge, I think we saw him probably every other day growing up, because my dad and his family were very, very close to him. So it's just, I will always miss him, always. And then the other person is a really good friend of mine who passed away going on 7 years ago, that I'm constantly reminded of him. 100, something that happened to you in middle school. Okay, now there's so many things, because my best friend's brother at the time was like, he was hilarious. He literally tormented us, literally. And there was one time that I was in the 8th grade, and my aunt had kind of, you know, my dad had said, can you talk to, you know, Erica about the whole, you know, girls getting their time of the month period thing. So my aunt had sat me down and talked to me about it, and then she gave me some pads to keep in my backpack just in case, you know, it ever occurred, because in the 8th grade there were some girls that were getting their first period. And so I had this JanSport backpack, and the front of it had a little pouch where the JanSport wasn't, a little zipper, and I made the mistake of putting those pads in there, and it was only like 3 or 4 of them, but I kept them in there just in case. Now, funny thing is I didn't actually get my period until I was a senior in high school, which I got it really late. Well, and I don't even consider it really late. That's kind of when people were getting them, but there were some that got it in middle school. So I carried pads around for literally like 4 years before I actually needed them. Anyway, my best friend's little brother unzipped that and started reaching in without me knowing. It was on my back, and we were like waiting outside for our parents, and so he unzipped that, took the pads out, and like pulled them apart and stuck them to the outside of my backpack, and it's on my back. And so I'm walking around with this backpack with pads. There was 4 pads stuck to the back, and he thought it was so funny, and my sister's like, you have pads on your back, you know, and my best friend was like, oh my god, you've got pads on your back. It was hilarious. But that was like something that happened in middle school that was just, you know, it was funny, very funny. And those poor little pads that I carried around for a whole year finally got some use, because he, you know, showed the whole school. Anyhow, that is all 100. It took me 20 minutes. Wow. Thanks so much for watching, for hanging in there. Okay, really quick on my face, I've got Covergirl's eyeshadow. It's like coffee shops. It's like a brown, 2 brown shades. One's like a bronze and one's like a brown. But I've got that on. And then on my cheeks, I've got Elf's Mellow Mauve. And on my lips, I've got MAC's, what is this lip gloss? It's the Nude. Her? Yeah, I think it's called, oh, Underage, not Her. Underage, MAC's Underage. And my hair is going all kinds of funky since I'm not cutting it. It's just kind of taking on this, see this box right here that it's creating? I think I'm going to get that snipped off just to kind of reshape it a bit while it's growing out, because it's really icking me out. And then I've got my Toast Bear necklace on and my broke down scarf, which I literally, whoops, didn't mean to flash you my bra strap, literally have been wearing for a week because I am in love with it. I love it so much, and it's so warm and pretty out. Just like it. Anyway, that is what's on my face and what I'm wearing, and I hope you enjoyed that, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.